I'm Professor Juliet Stoltenkamp, and I'm here with you at the University of the Western Cape. I'm the Director for the Centre for Innovative Communication and Technologies, and we actually are an academic professional support service, and we actually help lecturers and students across faculties and across projects, innovative projects, also schools, units, and we drive the use of emerging technologies, but the effective use of emerging technologies. We partnered with the Learning Science UK via the science faculty, and I'm very honoured to have to be one of the winners of the Teaching and Learning Award for 2024. But the main aim was to assist students who were not able to get to labs at first during the COVID period. And this was very important because they could then use the online spaces to get into those virtual labs and to help them from home. So partnering with the Learning Science UK team was very important, and this really helped the students during the COVID. But more importantly, post-COVID, we have large numbers of students still using it, because the norm at UWC now is a blended approach. So we have face-to-face classrooms, and then we also have online supplementary interventions. So the learning science simulations and the smart worksheets, they really still are very useful, because it's that overall design of a lecturer thinking about how are you teaching face-to-face and how are you supplementing interventions online. And this is what we actually help lecturers to do. And that was our vision. Don't dump the resources anywhere in a Google space or whatever, but we embedded it within our broader agenda. So what we focus on is the design of an interactive environment. So it was very important that I thought about these resources being integrated into what we do.
For example, our instructional design team will train the lecturers regarding student-centered interactive design. And here was an example of lecturers. You will see at the start of the module, there's an overview of the module. The student gets an overview of the broader introduction and expectations. And then we also encourage the lecturers to give course outlines, and then there are supplementary resources such as the simulations and the worksheets. So you can see how that is embedded within the online environment. And here you see the student receives a practical topics and dates, very well structured environment. And then look at that, there's a week, there's a topic, and there's actually the pre-lab simulations aligned to the topics and the practicals. So this is what we speak about. Also, you think about your curriculum alignment. So that is what we assist the lecturers with. And you can see how these pre-lab simulations are aligned to the specific lesson topics. We also help the lecturers to create pre-lab checklists. So if I was a student in this environment, I'm now able to see, there are a few pre-lab simulations or worksheets that I have to engage in. And as I go along, I can check it. So they receive a list of items and tasks that need to be completed or considered, and they continuously get reminders. And remember, they can go back to this for reinforcement, and it's very important.
And then the personal relationship with the learning science team, them also being willing to give us that trial to pilot, that's very important. Because when you as a leader need to showcase to the exec, why do you need funding for this resource? It's very important to show impact. So for me, in that way, it was that multi-stakeholder engagement with the dean, with the lecturers, and then having to get my academic support professional team telling them, here's another technology now, but this is how we're going to do it. So as a leader, I think you need to not just take on any resource, think about it. How are you planning to use it? How is it going to impact your resources as well? Because you need a staff members to actually market it, to assist the lecturers. And I think if you have that groundwork done, you can run with your pilot. And the Learning Science UK team, they were very kind. We almost had a pilot for almost over a year, and then we were able to show impact. And yeah, so I think as a leader, you need the multi-stakeholder engagement is very important.